Good night, everyone. I would like to say to you good night again. Today or tonight, actually, it's night for me. It's just 12 midnight. Uh, I want to present to you this firewall, which is a context-based access control list, configure lab or configuration lab. The reason I put forward this firewall or this CBAC is because I've seen so many people who are confusing with this firewall. So I'd like to show you the easy way how to configure and how to verify, and at the same time how to use effectively. And if I just back off and just talk little history about CBAC. CBAC is one of the early firewall that we use even today, and that was after exactly access list and like after access list. There was no stateful firewall before the CBAC, and what I mean is stateful firewall. That this firewall, the traffic from inside to outside will be inspected, and then it will be inserted, it will be allowed and inserted into the inspection table, which we will see in the session when we configure. Okay, without any delay, let me show you my objective here. That is a little bit about the history, but I want to focus mainly on the configuration side. So in configuration side, yeah, so you can look for and increase your knowledge and read another blogs or go to Google or go to Cisco and find out more. Okay. First one, we are configuring a CBAC, and our objective today is we will configure access list, and as you will know when you watch this course, this firewall, CBAC relies on an access list. If you do not configure access list and you use CBAC, nothing will be prevented or nothing will be stopped, and nothing will be nothing will be controlled or inspected. So you must configure an access list, and there whatever you define the policy in your access list is the one that CBAC will match and inspect. So sorry, let me back off that one. Well, CBAC only configures only works with the access list, but whatever you configuring the CBAC to control or to inspect, if you do not have any access list to configure it, that traffic will not be inspected, and nothing will happen. That is what I meant, but I do not mean whatever you the sentence I said before, which was the access list you configured is the one who will do everything. No, CBAC is the one who is doing the inspection, but the access list is the one needed to work with him to deny or to deny or to permit the traffic. So we must configure access list when we are using a CPAC. And second thing, we have to configure HTTP to time out in 10 seconds. So we'll configure HTTP, we'll inspect it, and then we want it time out 10 seconds. And the third, we'll configure HTTP to alert. We want HTTP to alert if the protocol violation occurs. That means like when we configure the inspection of HTTP, if another non-standard protocol is used, then it will alert and it will tell us, it will yell at us and say like, look, another protocol which is not the standard or the system defined protocol is being used, and we will show you to get around with that as well. You cannot get around, but you have to use something called like port map, so you can port the standard port to a non-standard port. And the fourth objective says configure telnet to show how many packets send. That means like we will turn on a feature called like audit trial, and then it will show us like how many packets it is being sent. How many packets, not packets, sorry about that, bytes, yeah. How many bytes has been sent. How many bytes, sent. And the fifth objective is to configure CBAG itself, the firewall itself. And the last step, but not least, the last step is to apply access list and the CBAG firewall on the interface, onto the egress interface. That means the exit interface, the one outside, the interface outside. Okay, let us configure without any delay. Okay, let me see what it says. It says, I mean, the topology we are using is this one. This firewall is our. Let me make this guy bigger, little bit bigger. Let me make it 12, so you could see. So this is our firewall, our policy firewall. So this is the one, our firewall. So we are configuring. Let us configure now. Before I configure, we have the reachability. For example, if I want to, this is a PCC. PCC is this one, yeah, is that one. So if I want the PCC to reach the server now, it can reach. So let me try that one before I proceed anything. So you guys just to know. So it's like 172.16.1.1. That is the server address, okay? That's the server address, because this subnet is 172.16, but DHCP has been given. So let me show you this one as well, the server itself. So this is the server. Let me go to PowerShell here and say ipconfig, and say like ipconfig, and then we show. So you see it is using the IP. Can I make it bigger though? Let me go to property and then go font, and then go 18, so you can see more. You see? So now I believe you see better. So that is a server address. So let me ping from this guy right here. So let me ping. So not ping, but let me say like 172.16.1.1. You see? Now we go straight away because we have the reachability all the way from PCE to the server, to the web server. Okay, let me configure the CBAG now without any talk. So the one we are configuring the CBAG is this one, the firewall. Okay, so let me go. Let me say like config. I say like host name, because this guy, let's give host name CBAG. CBAG firewall. Okay, interface IB inspected. That's the syntax of the. Let me make it plain. IB inspect. Okay, name. That's the syntax of configuring the firewall. Okay, name. Okay, let me say like CBAG firewall, the full name, CBAG firewall. And then we want to inspect, we want to inspect, for example, TFTP. And then audit trial, we want to audit trial on that audit trial on. We don't have TFTP. We said let's go with our, that's a HTTP. So we say like we have to configure HTTP, and what else was it? HTTP, we said like HTTP to timeout and HTTP protocol violation. Okay, let's say HTTP and timeout. So we said 10 seconds, yeah, and then we say like HTTP. Okay, what we else see? 10 seconds. Yeah. Okay, that was the HTTP. Okay, let's say like telnet. We said like audit trial on. So because we said like how many packets sent, so configure telnet. So we will come back the third objective, okay, because it says like a protocol violation, so we'll come back to that. But let us go to 4. We say like configure telnet to show how many bytes is sent. So now this IP inspect, and then the firewall name, telnet, and the audit trial on audit trial. That means like we made it on audit trial. So audit trial is the one who will tell us how many packets has been sent across the router. Okay, then let me go and say what else do we have? Yeah, the CBAC, because we are configuring a CBAC. So first we configured CBAC, and the second we configure it to timeout HTTP, and the third one we are we are a protocol violation, so we have not configured that one. But the telnet, we have configured a telnet. So now we configure it step 2, because we have not configured the access list. So the access list, we will configure access list now. But the configure access list we have not done that. But HTTP to timeout we have done that. We have configured CBAC firewall, and we are on this one we have not configured, so we will configure, and then finally we will apply on the interface. So now let us configure the third step, or the third step, which is HTTP alert if protocol violation occurs. We have to configure HTTP to alert. So what we say, we have to change the we have to map the port. So the command is IP port map HTTP port 80, for example. I just took randomly number, okay, and then inside. So if we say like do show IP port map, then you see 2. Oh, sorry. Maybe port map HTTP. Let me see the name. So now you see here the default, the system defined, or the standard one. The standard one is a system defined, which is 80, port 80. But the second one, default mapping, is a TCP port, and it's 8080. That is a non-system defined. I define it, and that is a user defined. That is me. I defined it. So the third objective, we have done it. Oh, sorry, where is the third objective? Yeah, we have done that one. Now we have done the second objective, because we have not configured the access list, but we have configured the HTTP to timeout 10 seconds. We have configured HTTP to alert protocol violation, because we will test that, and I will show you. We have configured a telnet to show how many bytes is sent across the wire, and we have configured the CBAC firewall itself, and this one left for us, applying egress interface, and this. Okay, let us configure access list now. Access list, let me use IP access list now. IP access list, and let me say extended, and let me say inbound, because we are. So our objective, let me show you our objective. We want deny all the traffic coming outside when it's coming in to in. So let me say ingress, not outgress. We are here ingress, yeah, ingress interface. So that this is here. No, it's real outgress. Sorry about that. Egress, because it is an outside interface. It's an egress interface, but the egress and ingress, it all both call like this interface, because the traffic is bidirectional. Yeah, it comes in and it goes out. So what we want now, we want to block any traffic coming into our internal protected network, and we want to allow all our inside traffic to go there. And that is what the CBAC is all about, my friends. The CBAC is all about to let inside traffic to go out, and when the return traffic comes back in, instead of dropping, because we will configure access list to drop almost every single thing, yeah. But with the CBAC, with the help of CBAC, or with the help of CBAC control, or context-based access control list, what it will do for us, it will inspect when the traffic is going out, the inside traffic is going out, and on its way to return, it will bypass the access list that we have configured. But some people here, the confusion is here. Some people say like it will create a dynamic access list or mirrored access list that will allow the traffic from outside to come in. No, we are not creating any access list. We are just bypassing. Also, the traffic goes outside because the CBAC inspected the traffic to go outside, and then when it comes back, the CBAC knows the source, and the traffic will be inspected. It's like a source IP address and the port they are using, and the destination IP address and the port they are using. All those. You got me? So you got me? So that's what we are going to do now. So we say access list impound, and then I will say like deny. I will deny impound. Yes, it's a IP access list. Sorry about that. I thought like a normal access list. Yeah. So we say like only we will permit our EIGRB, because EIGRB is there. So permit EIGRB any, and because what we are doing now, we do have show IP EIGRB neighbors. Yeah. So we got the EIGRB. So if we say like deny everything, then we will lose our neighbors. So what we'll do, we only the protocol that is connecting, that is making a connectivity, we will allow that protocol only, and then we will deny pretty much every single other thing. So okay, EIGRB, so impound, and then we say like permit EIGRB any, and then we say like deny IP. Look, we say IP internet protocol. That means like inclusive ports and every single thing inclusive, ping, everything inclusive here. So we are denying everything, any. That's it. You know, and then we go interface gig 3, which is outside. This is the gig interface, yeah. This is the gig interface, the gig 3, yeah, gig 3. So we go like gig 3, and then we say like IP access group inbound, and then we say like in, because we are denying any traffic unless EIGRB, we are denying anything to come in here, and that's what our objective says. It says access list to permit or deny. So we permitted our EIGRB, and we are denying any other thing. And the other thing it says like, okay, where that thing it says like is apply the access list and the CBAC on an interface. Okay, so let us apply our CBAC as well. So IP inspect, then we say like the word of, where is it, of the CBAC, the word of the CBAC right here. So CBAC, and then in or out. Okay, at this time we will apply out. So we applied out. Okay, so do show run interface gig 3/0. Then you see we have got access group access list in, and IB is the CBAC is out. So let us test it now without any delay. So this one we will just we go to Firefox, yeah, to another browser. So let me check. So now what we are going to check, what we are going to do now, we want no traffic to go in this router, but we want any traffic from here will go outside, and we get the return traffic. And so any legitimate, any interface, any inside or any our LAN, any traffic from our LAN, it should go, and then when it goes somewhere here, it should be inspected. Somewhere here in the router will be inspected, and then on the way back, it is allowed automatically or dynamically. Okay, so now let me go the server first, because I want to server to ping, because now I will show you this traffic will not be allowed in here because we blocked it. Only EIGRP is allowed. Okay, so now I will ping from this server to one of these guys, so you will see it will not be allowed. So if I say like ping 192.168.1.3, you will see it is not you see, like pinging is unreachable because of the access list. Okay, so it is not allowed. Okay, so if we go back now, if I say this gun do the I'm debugging ICMP now, so let me try one more time if we can get result. You see, it says ICMP destination to 1.3 to 1.3, that is E. That is our this guy. Let me show you if it is this guy. IB config. That's him. There's 192.168.1.3. That's him. So the one we said we ping it from the server, it is BCE. So we ping it from server to PCE right here, and we debug it, and then it says like administratively prohibited, unreachable sent. Okay, so that means like do you, or let me turn off the debug. So that means we are not allowing any traffic to go inside. Okay, so let me go to E, so if he can reach the web server there. So now I will go to PCE, so I want to reach, so I want this traffic from inside go to the router and inspect it. Then when it comes back, it will come back, so we can reach it comes back safely, so we can reach the server. Let me go this one. So let me say like 172.16.1.1. That's a server one. So you see, now we are getting there safely, and now you see. Okay, if we telnet, I think we can telnet. We can telnet this router here, yeah, 123.23.3. So we can, because we want to see that the outside, we can reach the outside interface with no problem. So let me telnet 10.23.23.2. Do you see? Telnet password required but not password. Connection to host lost, and but nothing else. It's just like there is no password there. So if I make router 2 password now, say like go. If I say like go line VTY 024 as a password, Cisco log in. Okay, and if I go to this guy now and says, you see the verification, it needs just a password. Okay, and you say like Cisco was it Cisco? Yeah, Cisco. Okay, yeah, so it needs Cisco. Yeah, because it needs a console. So yeah, we are all fine, because the main thing I'm just going to show you is it just already there. We could telnet. Okay, so that's there. So that means like our telnet, we worked our way, because we configured the access list. We verified the HTTP to timeout. Now I will show you. It should time out. The session should time out. I will show you. And also I will show you this one. So what we have done now, we verified the telnet, but I will show you how many bytes it is being sent. Okay, so let me go here and say firewall router, show IP inspect, and inspect this sessions. So all the sessions are gone, because we let me go back, and now the session. Okay, let me yep. So because I did the session very 10 seconds. Let me go to here 192 and just wait for a session here. Show IB inspect CBAC or config. Now so IB inspect all. Okay, debug IB debug IB. No, yeah, debug IB HTTP. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think that is about it, because the time is too much. I didn't want to spend the time. So as you can see, yeah, it just goes there. So now we can telnet. We configured the 10 second, and we configured like how many bytes is being sent, and then we tested the telnet, and then we tested the access list. So what I'm telling you, that is all about it, and I hope it has been helpful for you. And thanks for watching, and have a great day. Thank you. Because I tried to shorten this thing, to shorten as much as I can. So I'm trying to shorten, but give you the the feels. So thank you.